Hello friends, I am Dr. Prashant Sharma and you are watching MEDICO'S Hub. In this video on renal system, I am going to discuss the topic GFR under ultrafiltration. We should know that glomerular filtration can be calculated by filtration coefficient multiplied by the difference in the pressure gradients like hydrostatic pressure in glomerulus minus hydrostatic pressure in Bowman's capsule and the osmotic pressure in glomerulus minus osmotic pressure in Bowman's capsule. So we can say that the GFR depends upon two major factors. First one is the pressure gradients and another one is filtration coefficient. Now this is one pressure gradient, this is another pressure gradient, and these pressure gradients are Starling forces. So pressure gradient is created by the development of Starling forces across the glomerular capillary. This is Bowman's capsule and this is a capillary of glomerulus. Now the first pressure, that is hydrostatic pressure in glomerulus, that is HPG. If we calculate this, it comes out to be plus 45 millimeter of mercury, which remains constant throughout the glomerulus, either at the afferent arteriolar end or the efferent arteriolar end. Then osmotic pressure in glomerulus, it is 20 millimeter of mercury, which increases to 35 millimeter of mercury because when the fluid will come out, the concentration or the osmotic pressure will increase towards the afferent arterial end. Then in the Bowman's capsule, the pressure R, the hydrostatic pressure in Bowman's capsule is 10 millimeter of mercury, which remains 10 throughout the Bowman's capsule. Then the osmotic pressure in Bowman's capsule, it is basically 0, almost nil, and remains 0 because it is the osmotic pressure is because of the proteins which get filtered, and if proteins are not coming, then the osmotic pressure will be nil. So all the proteins of the blood, which are basically represented by the plasma proteins, will remain in the blood and will not come out in the Bowman's capsule. So osmotic pressure of the Bowman's capsule will remain 0. Now if we calculate the effective filtration pressure, it is basically the hydrostatic pressure gradient minus osmotic pressure gradient. So at the afferent arteriolar end, it is hydrostatic pressure of glomerulus minus hydrostatic pressure of Bowman's capsule minus osmotic pressure in the glomerulus. Because osmotic pressure in the Bowman's capsule is taken to be 0, so it will not come in the equation. So 45 minus hydrostatic pressure in the Bowman's capsule is 10 minus osmotic pressure in the glomerulus is 20. So it comes out to be plus 15 millimeter of mercury, which indicates that the net movement of fluid will be from glomerulus to the Bowman's capsule. Now the efferent arteriolar end. At the efferent arteriolar end, again the effective filtration pressure will be hydrostatic pressure in the glomerulus minus hydrostatic pressure in the Bowman's capsule minus osmotic pressure in the glomerulus. If we calculate this, then it comes out to be 45 minus 10 minus 35, because osmotic pressure is increased to 35. As the fluid will come out, the concentration or the osmotic pressure will increase. Now net movement is 0 as the effective filtration becomes 0. So we can draw two outcomes or conclusions. First, the effective filtration pressure decreases from plus 15 to 0 from afferent arteriolar end to efferent arteriolar end. And another is that throughout the Bowman's capsule, the net filtration will be from the glomerulus to the Bowman's capsule and never in the reverse direction. It is also important that the hydrostatic pressure in the glomerulus is relatively very high in comparison to the other capillaries in the body because of two reasons. First one is that the afferent arteriole is the direct branch of interlobular artery, and another is that these are very short and straight arteries. Also the resistance in the efferent arterioles is very high. That's why here the hydrostatic pressure is on higher side. So this is all about the pressure gradients in the GFR. Hit the like button, share and subscribe our channel to get the latest updates and notifications.